I'm gonna show you guys my table. It's so cute. Okay, here's my setup. First of all, I have my pink mouse and my beautiful desk mat. Then I've got my tablet here, my XP Pen tablet, and my laptop right here. I'm about to edit. 2 friends over there, 2 friends over here. Perfect. So that is my setup, and I am so satisfied. Like, look at these. I also want to update you guys on my new background. Very plain but clean looking background. I'm so excited to keep filming in this background. I also have a new laptop, which is great news because I can now edit really fast because my iPad it's just not been in the best condition because I've been using it for 5 years. And I've been using it as if it's a PC, like constantly charged. And it just took a toll, especially on the battery. It literally takes an hour to charge it to 10%. There's been a lot of adjustments. I've been trying to adjust the draw on my new tablet. Now I'm about to just edit my vlog because that is part of my day since I don't really have any commission work right now. I'm also planning to finish a drawing. It's this beautiful aquarium themed illustration. I'll show you guys later. So hopefully when you guys are watching this video, I've already posted the drawing. Okay, so today I decided to map crunch with an artist that I know, Reverence Illustrate. If you guys don't know what map crunch is basically you go to map crunch and you will find a random location to draw in a very short amount of time. And the challenge is we are only to do it with a round brush. Hi. So as you can see here, I am using a round brush, but I was too scared to use the round brush without pressure, so I chose the one that still has pressure. I'm trying to sketch out my drawing so that I have a guide, but I realized that this took up so much of my time because I got too lost in the details. Like you can see me here drawing every stroke of the trees. I was doing it meticulously and pressing the undo button again and again. I ended up with very loose background but very detailed trees. I also realized that I didn't know what I was drawing most of the time, which is so interesting because compared to how Reverence draws, when he draws, he says that he likes to put himself inside the picture as if he's in that world. So there are times where I'm able to replicate what is in the picture, but sometimes I don't even know what I'm drawing. And I definitely learned a lot from that. Now I am doing the second map crunch, and here I was trying to get more confident, so I decided to use the actual round brush that doesn't have any pressure. As you can see here, I'm trying my best not to focus on the details, and I had so much fun actually making the foliage because I was trying to pace myself in different parts of the canvas and not just focus on one thing like the tree. So for my third map crunch, we chose a very complex, challenging location, but we were both excited to do it anyways. I realized that I got carried away by how intimidating the rocks are that I didn't even realize I made them so big in the image. This ended up having a finished product where the perspective is kind of inaccurate to the reference. I kind of want to, do we really have to follow it? I mean the time. Even though it's so intimidating to do, I think I was able to draw faster when I was doing paint overs instead of pressing the undo button. Okay, so I got here my final when the timer ended. Actually, we extended the timer. I think we extended it for another 20 minutes or 15 minutes because we both were not done like halfway, and this is how I ended up. So as you can see, there's a lot more values and detail, and I'm really proud of it. I never thought I could draw in this style at all, especially with the round brush. I learned a lot from Reverence, from reviewing his version. I learned that layering is so important. I already knew that, but I don't know, with the time frame, I couldn't focus. Okay, so we have here some pasta, creamy pasta. I made myself some cheese toast, and here's my lemonade. It's snowing. It's snowing here with all this dust. Okay. 20 minutes. Okay, now for Map Crunch Day 2. Here we decided to go for a very simple location, but I underestimated it. Also, we tried to shorten the time by 20 minutes, right? And we both failed. Like, we kept on extending it up to like 10 minutes, basically, just like before. I ran out of time and I wasn't able to layer more values into the foliage. I feel like I got too complacent and started putting more of my time into certain details, like this pole over here. I'm not very proud of this one. It looks very flat. That's so beautiful. Here's my second map crunch for day 2. I am very, very happy with how this turned out. I was able to put more value in the water, which was honestly very intimidating for me. I am very happy with how I shaded the rock mountain on the right because I was able to do just enough values to make it make sense and not just look like a blob of color. Overall, I'm just really happy with this piece. I'm glad that I didn't put so much of my time into doing details once again. So when you look at it from afar, it looks complete. It doesn't look like one side or one aspect of the drawing is put more effort than the other. That really is my goal with map crunches because I am a very slow artist, so this map crunch challenge was very helpful for me. Okay, for today's breakfast, I got red pasta, barbecue chicken, and some fish juice. So, halfway done, I think.
Every minute slipping by, even when I close my eyes. Ruthless, I know. You might even wonder why I go MIA sometimes. I can't deny. Try to hold on to the things I searching for gold, I would be running out of time to see all your
I'm gonna taste it.
beauty and beyond. So instead
Wow.
I sing
I
this
do have
song.
nori.
Time and time again,
It tastes so good.
back to my reality. Foolish, I know, but you always keep a figment of my mind.
Every night I try to love, but your heart is made of stone. All my tears, they fall like rain, yet you leave me here alone. I give you all I have inside. You pretend it's all pretend. Your empty eyes, they break me down. Will this torment never end? Endless pain, it's all I know. Hurt me more or let me go. In this game, my heart will lose. Change your ways or set me loose. Cold nights and colder days, living in your shadow space. I guess I never find the light, living in this endless night. Promises I never keep, whisper lies when I'm asleep. Lonely, I just sit and weep. Love me now or let me leave. Endless pain, it's all I know. Hurt me more.
Okay, so I'm actually so proud of how this turned out. It was also so fun to work with since I was finally allowed to draw with my usual texture and I didn't have any time limit to do it. I was only able to film drawing the guy in my process video because I ran out of memory, but I'm gonna show all the details so that it's all worth it. And one thing's for sure is it was so fun to paint his shirt. Like you see these like different hues of blue and then incorporating that as well to the shading of his mirror. Then this one was kind of challenging because the value of her hair was almost similar to the value of her face. But I was able to figure it out by making sure the hues are very different. This is very warm and this is more cool. And then I made sure to put some darker strands of hair here to just put some separation. I actually really like drawing clothes, especially the folds here. Her tank top, her jeans, and I think I'm most proud of is the motorcycle. I feel like I was able to nail the reflections. Yeah, it was so much fun to do it. And the background too. I made sure to not put too much details on the faces in the back. Like I purposely did that so that it won't take any of the focus away from our main subject. Because if I were to have put more detail in the eyes, it will naturally make our eyes focus on that specific area. Like here, I'm not very proud of how much detail I put here. I wish I made the brush thicker so that it didn't give such details there because now it's kind of drawing me towards that area. But we learn. Yeah. It was so fun to play around with the colors. The way these blues complement each other and how it contrasts to these very saturated yellows. It was just so fun. I want to do more film studies. So, that's it. Thank you so much for watching this whole vlog. If you guys like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And again, thank you so much to my patrons. I appreciate all of you. I wish you all the bestest love.